Okay, I think today I'm ready after taking a lot of deep breath. I'm gonna share with you my untold story. So, how I started my career as a digital marketer at the age of 21. I'm gonna share with you why I quit my job and started freelancing. And more than that, I'm gonna share with you all the lessons, mistakes that I have made in this 6 years of my career as a freelancer and a digital marketer, so that after watching this video, you will be actually having a bag of do's and don'ts that will help you to build a successful career as a digital marketer or a freelancer. Okay, now today's video is not about what I've done, but it is more about you. If you're watching this video as a student who want to do a part-time job and want to make some side income, but you do not have any degree or certification with you, then how you can do any job? What kind of part-time work you'll get that you can manage with your studies? If you're also a government exam aspirant who is preparing from years, like for UPSC exam or for any government exam, but you really want to pay your bill and rent by yourself instead of asking it by your parents and want to manage it along with your studies, then what you can do and how you can start your career and make some side income. Second, if you're watching this video as a mother who is having a toddler or having a lot of responsibility and cannot travel, but you want to become financially independent while working from home and you're looking for such opportunities. And if you're watching this video today as a 9 to 5 employee who is completely done with the job and don't want to carry on it anymore, but you cannot quit it because you have your EMIs and family to take care of, then how you can gradually shift your career to digital marketing without costing your job or without taking any risk. So I'm going to share with you a lot that I have learned in this career so that you can take away everything and can build a successful career after watching this video. Alright. So from where should I start my journey? Okay, so to be more specific, it was 2018 January, where I was in the final year of my engineering, and most of my batchmates were getting placed because big companies like Infosys, TCS, Cognizant were coming and everyone was getting placed. But I got dozens of rejection. For your information, I scored 8 pointers in all my semester as an average, but still I was facing a lot of rejection. I didn't know what was going wrong. And I think if you have watched this movie 3 Idiot, then you know this dialogue where they mention that something about a human behavior is जब आपका दोस्त फेल हो जाता है तो बुरा ज़रूर लगता है, बट जब आपका दोस्त फर्स्ट आ जाता है तो ज़्यादा बुरा लगता है. This is a human behavior, right? So I'm kidding, but yeah, everyone around me were getting placed, had offer letters in their hand, but I was in final year. I didn't know what I'm gonna do next, and I belong to a farming family. So from a very middle class family, I couldn't ask my parents to give me money even after my college to survive. I really wanted to do something, and I was desperate to get job, and I did get an opportunity where I was offered a position of business development executive. It was not less than a call center, and I quit my job within a month. So, like I was literally on a depression. I didn't know what I'm gonna do next. So one day I was just sitting in the balcony. I was doing some self-journal, like what I wanna do in my life. And I didn't even write a single word. But I observe a pattern that whenever I'm full of my thoughts, I used to take a pen and paper out and I used to write my thoughts with poems and in the format of some diary or my personal form of my personal article, I would say. But yeah, something clicked, like I think I should build my career in writing, but I was not sure will I be able to get paid for writing. And then I googled and I got to know about content writing profession, and long story short, I again started applying for the content writing work, but I faced rejection because I was not having anything to showcase, right, to justify my knowledge, because I was not from this industry and I didn't had any kind of experience in this. So without any degree or experience, now I'm gonna share with you how I got my first job. So whether you are looking for freelancing or full-time job and in a very new field, it's very important for us to showcase our portfolio. Now, how you can do it without any client? You can assign yourself some task, and as a writer, what I did is I took 2 to 3 niches and I started writing sample work. And whenever I was applying to any company, I took a specific I would say, the sample assignment of their niche, and I started rewriting it. So example, when I approached an IT company for my writing services, I saw their blog and I rewrote that particular blog, and I submitted to them that okay, I am a fresher, but some blog is already published in your website, and I actually rephrased it. You can take a look at it, like if I'm gonna write it, then how I would do that. So this is how I luckily got selected in the company, and I worked there for almost 3 years, and it was everything was very smooth. And then what? Then lockdown happened, guys. Oh my god, it was very hard time for most of us, because every time a phone used to ring, we were very anxious, because we don't know if we are gonna hear a bad news from our family members, or second, what if one day I'm gonna get call from a HR that you are fired and you are released. And guys, it happened to me. Because it was lockdown, so I was living in my village with my parents, and I was literally terrified, because I didn't know like how I'm gonna even travel to appear for any interview. And though the pandemic was the time when companies were firing, not hiring, right? So what I did was, okay, I started freelancing as a save my ship situation, because I didn't know how I'm gonna pay my rent or bill for next 2 to 3 months. I was not getting that good salary also, that I had good savings. But obviously I started freelancing as I would say a boat to survive, and it worked for me. You know what, I did get 2 first client. How did I get it? I started posting on Instagram about my skills and all these things, and I got 2 reference, and I worked for these client, and within, I would say, 45th day, I signed up the contract for working for these 2 companies for next 3 months, and one client also referred me somewhere. So now I had 3 clients, and I was working on freelancing as a side hustle. I was still working for the company as a full-time employee, because I didn't get fired. I was in a PIP, which means you have to, it was somehow like a notice period when you are working for 2 to 3 months for a company, but PIP means they can also rehire you. But I was not sure whether they will hire me or not, but I started freelancing on a safer side, and within 45 days I signed up this project for next 3 months, and I could see that yeah, my next couple of months are fixed. I'm having 2 clients, and I am still having 1 new client reference. So I think my future was looking little bit secure, and then I realized I think it's the right time to quit my job and start full-time freelancing. And this is how I gradually shifted my career from full-time to freelancing. So if you're watching this video as an employee, or if you also want to start freelancing, but you cannot quit your job in one day getting inspired from me or any another influencer, don't do that, because I know that you have your bill, EMI and family to take care of, and it is going to be very fool decision if you do it right away. You must have your backup plan, right? So if you're working already in a company, and if you even get 2 to 3 hours a day, or if you even get 4 to 5 hours on weekend, you can at least start and test your side hustle. It could be digital marketing, it could be any specific profile. As a freelancer, you can just test it. You can beta test your specific side hustle, and if it reaches a stage where you can see that yes, I'm getting consistent client, and my next 2 to 3 months seems packed, or I'm having project for coming couple of months, then I think that is a perfect time when you can think of switching your career. Otherwise, please don't do that. Now the point is, every single time when I took this decision to switch my career into digital marketing or to quit my job, I was very anxious. I was having a fear of failure. I was having fear of unknown. I was having imposter syndrome, that whether or not I'm gonna be able to work and satisfy the client with my work. What if they will also, close this project? Then what next? Now I think I should talk about the fear I had when I was switching my career to digital marketing or quitting my job and to start freelancing. I was having fear of unknown, because I was having fear of competition, how I'm going to stand out. I do not have that much of followers that people will believe me, or apart from fear of competition, I was also having fear of unknown. There were a lot of things I didn't know whether I'd be able to handle the project alone. What if the client won't be happy with me? And whenever we are seeing the social media, the feeds are flooded with the victories and the awards and the achievement that we see of our friends, but no one is talking about the failure. So I think we are surrounded with all the wins of the people, but the failure and the behind the scene is rarely being posted on social media, which is, I think, need to be. And today that's why I'm sharing it with you, that it's not easy, the fear, the imposter syndrome, the fear of competition, of failure is going to tag along in your journey like a day and night. It's going to be there, but you have to have your self-belief, and please take calculated risks. You do not have to listen to anyone or me. You have to take care of your decisions and have to take responsibility of your family or your bills or rent. So make sure that you are taking very educated transition in your career. So it's a good idea to test your new career as a side hustle and then switch your career, right? And don't worry about it. Like, we all are beginner at some stage. The leader who achieved into that situation is because somehow someday they started, right? So you also have to, and don't worry about the competition also, because you are unique, and when you are working, you somehow get to know about your unique selling point or about your uniqueness. So you'll find it's very easy. Digital marketing is a specific career which doesn't require any degree certification, and you need not to speak in English, because when I started as a freelancer, my fluency was not that good, but over the period of time I polished my English, I polished my pronunciation. So it's gonna happen over the time. You may not be fully ready or perfect in this starting. It takes time, right? And when you practice, you will learn the lessons, you will make the mistakes, and from that you are going to learn. So bottom line is, you don't need degree, you don't need certification, you don't need to speak in English, you don't need to dance on wheels to get clients. But what you need to start your career as a digital marketer are these three things. You need, first of all, a portfolio. So even as a fresher, if you want to know how you can build your portfolio without any client, as a content writer, social media marketer, as an SEO expert, then I'm going to attach a video that you can follow along. And second important thing that you need is a social media presence. Even if you don't want to show your face, you can promote your skills or services and attract tons of clients on Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm again going to attach a video in the description box that will help you to understand how you can promote and get clients using social media. And third, what you need is self-confidence. That's very important, and you need an internet and laptop. That's it. Apart from this, you don't need anything at all. So what are you waiting for? If you really want to kickstart your career in digital marketing or freelancing, you can do it. There are tons of opportunity. I have recently made a video on the future of digital marketing, how many opportunities are going to be flooded. So you better make yourself ready as soon as possible. So from today's video, I really hope you got some learning, or I tried my best to share with you what I've done and what you could, and all the mistakes and lessons, but there are a lot of things that we can talk about. So how about you follow me on Instagram, because there I have literally on the tribe of 100k plus people. We all are growing together. It's a beautiful community. It would be great if you could connect with me personally. I want to know about your passion. I want to know about your vision, so that I can try my best to help you kickstart your career and make your dreams come true. Alright, so that's all for now. If you really like this video, don't forget to comment below and subscribe my channel. It's a baby channel, so would really appreciate if you could follow and share it with someone who really would love to, who could really get the help from this content. Perfect. Ciao for now. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.